Hi everyone, Irene here from Admin Army again, back for another one of our Meet the Team interview sessions. Today I have with us, with me and with you, because you're here with us too, the lovely Haylee Bright, who is our quality manager. And so Haley's going to tell us a little bit about herself and the quality team. Welcome along, Haylee.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, well, again, much like I said to Lauren last time, you did not have much choice. So
Not really, but that's okay. We can make it work.
Absolutely. So do you want to start off, Haylee, by telling me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I was born and grew up in Taranaki, and still really enjoy going back there. There's nothing quite like driving home and getting to the point where you can see the mountain. I'm currently based in the Manawatu, though. I'm an auntie and I absolutely love hanging with all of my nieces and nephews. But one of the coolest auntie tricks I've got is being the supplier of the never-ending bubble mix.
Nice.
And no matter how old they're getting, it's still a winner, which is really cool. I have the biggest fear of clowns and moths, and I get shit for it all the time. But you know, some things you just can't help. Yeah, I've worked in different types of organisations. A really big part of that has been in health and disability support services. It was an incredibly rewarding role and sector to work in, but incredibly challenging as well. I've worked in all sorts of different roles: admin, governance, finance, and projects. So I've got a bit of an all-rounder skill set, which helps me out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And so how did you end up working at Admin Army?
This is a bit of an interesting one, really, isn't it?
It is. It's far more exciting than you just saw an ad.
Yeah, so I guess you could say that I've been a background wings supporter of Admin Army right from conception. Obviously been a very close friend of yours, which has been amazing to watch. And right from the beginning, I knew that I wanted to be a part of it, but I didn't know how or what that looked like. So it was just a matter of sitting there and letting it grow and watch and see if the opportunity ever arose. So after a few years it did. The role is quality support officer, I think it was at the time. Came up. Yeah. And while that was nothing like I'd ever worked before, it kind of had everything, all of my skill sets kind of rolled up into one ball. So I was like, hey, and after having a chat with you, seeing whether it was the right thing to do, applied and interviewed, and the rest is all history. Here we are.
It is. I finally nailed you down.
Yeah, it was a bit like that.
It was. So what does the quality team at Admin Army do? Like, it's quite a it's not a common type of role that a lot of bookkeeping or virtual assistants businesses has. So kind of what do you guys get up to?
When you originally asked me this question, it was actually a challenging one to answer, because it would probably be quicker for me to list what we don't do. But if we take a step back, you know, in many other organisations, people see quality as compliance. So while compliance is what we do for Admin Army, I like to think that we also flip that. So we work in compliance as an organisational level, but we actually take compliance to the staff level as well. And what that looks like is making sure that the staff have got the right information at the right time to make the right decisions. So yeah, we do that by creating SOPs, giving them all of the information that they need. We work alongside them to teach them new skills, but this is every level of the organisation, so that's pretty cool. The other thing is that our team has got a huge range of knowledge. So as quality, we also often get us to step in and support projects that are happening, teach staff new skills, and Yeah, so a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But I think staff learning and teaching and making sure that they've got all of the information that they need is probably the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, yeah. And I think like it really speaks to why we just like why we decided to create the quality role back when we did,
Yeah.
because it was around managing the scale that we were reaching and the fast growth that we were having in the team, and how to ensure we were setting the team up for success, because
Absolutely.
quality is and will always be like one of our core values here at Edmund Army.
Yeah.
And so I think it's quite cool to have a whole kind of team that live in behind the scenes, but also, you know, regularly interacting with client information and you know, the wider Edmund Army team to actually hold the place for quality at all times, because, you know, it's something that's incredibly important to me. And it's the one thing that I'm like a dog with a bone about, that I like will not let slip.
No, you?
Yeah, I don't know. You might have heard me rant about it once or twice, but like surely, certainly not on a daily basis. But I think it's about empowering the team to have what they need to achieve.
Absolutely.
And rather than trying to, you know, we don't want to be the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. Like we want to be ensuring that the team have the skills and the knowledge they need. And a lot of that comes down to, like, we're not even just talking technical bookkeeping knowledge, for example. It's everything from like Kiwiizing them and
absolutely,
getting them to understand the difference between BP and Burger King. Like it's at all levels, right? So I think that's something for me that's really cool about what the quality team get up to. It's really easy, like you say, to think of it as compliance, but it's not that. It's the step before compliance, really.
Yeah. And I think too, like, compliance is this much. It's a tiny piece of what we do. But yeah, I think the piece of it that I really enjoy is being able to actually be there to support each member of our team, to make sure that you know, they're confident in what they're doing, and if they're not, that they can ask the questions.
And it's really interesting, because I know sometimes you have felt like you're the one chasing after everyone with a giant stick. because like like it's your job. Like you chase after me, like I'm you know, for lack of a better term, the worst at SOP following. So for something that's so vital to our organization, you have to chase after me with a stick sometimes about that. But I think what's really cool about that is actually the team don't see you as the person chasing after them with the stick. Like they see you as the safe place that they can come to ask questions, and they see your team like that as well.
I find that really magical, and magical might seem like the weird word to choose there, but you know, being the person that has that relationship with each and every single member of the team, regardless of what part of the business that they work in, who their leaders are, or anything like that. You know, I can have a message and go, Haylee, you know, I've just got this problem and I just want to chat it through. It's pretty special being that safe place for everybody to reach out to. So quality is huge, and it looks like so many different things. Different people.
Definitely a huge part of our Edmund Army culture.
And very much so.
Who we are. It's in our DNA at this point. Cool. So do you want to tell me a little bit about your team? Who else have you got?
Sure. So I have got the rock star Navita working alongside me. So Navita is a quality support officer, and unfortunately for everybody else, she thinks a lot like me. So
she's perfect for the role.
It's amazing. It's so amazing. I can be sitting in a meeting and she's asking the same questions that I've got rolling around in my head, and I think, yeah, you're good. You're really good. So Navita is both an accountant and an auditor, has worked as both an accountant and an auditor in previous jobs, and she's actually due to start her certified practicing accountant papers later this year, so that's incredible. unsurprisingly, she loves working with numbers, which is great. And a fun fact that she wanted to share with me was that at high school in her year 13 final exam for accounting, she got 100 out of 100. So she set the standard incredibly high. It's no wonder she's like me. It's great.
I'm highly amused because I am well known to have maybe not passed that part of high school.
I think accounting in high school was one of my favorite subjects. So I think I could even go as far to say that I got excellence.
Yeah.
Not that I'm here to float my own boat or anything like that.
Well, someone's got to, mate. I mean, like, it was my favorite subject. I just don't like exams. Practical work for me all the way, every time.
Let's get the job done. That's what I'm here to do.
Exactly. Yeah. Who else have we got?
And another member that I work really, really closely with, I mean, I work closely with all of them, so it's actually hard to choose, is Artie. So Artie is in the bookkeeping team. She has got a Bachelor of Commerce majoring in accounting and banking. So incredible to she's worked in all sorts of different finance related roles. And when I asked Artie about a fun fact to give you guys, she said that she absolutely loves movies, but she said when it comes to horrors, they're a hard pass. They're an absolute no-go.
No, she's not invited to sleep over at my house now.
She was like, no, horrors are out, but give me any other movie and I'll sit there and be happy.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, she is very much like me in that she enjoys time by herself without other people in the weekends 100%. When work is done.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
So what is it that you really like about being part of the Edmund Army team?
There's so many things. I really enjoy the massive, vast range of people that we work with. And that's both in our staff group and our client group. We've got fantastic people who are all up for a laugh, but they're all incredibly hardworking as well. And when there's something that needs to be done, you know that any of them have got your back and they're like, yeah, let's muck in, let's get right to the end. And we're going to do a great job. They're just a fantastic bunch of people. Another thing that I really enjoy is watching our Fiji and our India teams grow, both in size and in knowledge and confidence. We're all a team. There's no them and us. It's like I can jump on a call with anybody from Fiji or India and the first thing they do is ask if I've had my coffee in the morning. And do they need to ring back in 15 minutes after I've finished the first one? But seeing that they're all comfortable enough to actually have those random conversations with us is great. It means that we're a safe space. They're happy to be here. We're happy to work with them. They're more than colleagues. They're actually friends, and it's amazing. It's so cool. I really enjoy the fact that we've got a massive range of clients. I can open up my laptop in the morning and not know what I'm going to work on for the day, but it's never the same as yesterday. So there's no getting bored. You just don't have an opportunity to get bored. Yep. It's all different. But I think the best thing would have to be that I can go to work in my track pants and my slippers and live my best life.
Absolutely. One of my things that I've always loved about working from home is there's always been like in the back of my head, well, not in the back of my head, but like people externally saying like, oh, you should dress up to go to your office, even if you work from home, put your lipstick on, put your nice shoes on, all of those sorts of things. Yeah. It'll help get you in the right space to do what you've got to do. Mate, like some of my best business deals have been done like in my track pants with my dressing gown over top, like, and my hair just like looking out of control on the phone. Yeah. I really love that because for me, it's about the focus is actually, again, on the quality and the output of what we're doing, not on you know, if I look pretty, because if we were relying on that, we'd have some problems.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't like my chances either. But
No.
you know, I really value being able to get up in the morning and go, right, today is going to be a get shit done day.
Yep.
And I can rock out to my office and be like, right, I'm going to get shit done. But I'm comfortable and I'm relaxed. And, you know, like, they're the best days. You get to the end of it and you're like, I've done so much today. That's great. Now I'm going to lock the office door and go home.
Yeah, yeah. I always say you can't beat the 10-second commute down the hallway.
Oh, 100%. It's magical.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Haylee, here we go. Everyone's favorite $1 million question. We've had some interesting answers from Lorna and Lauren so far, but I'm very excited to see what, if you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 items you would take with you.
This is a really tough question. I would take a really good book. Fan of the quiet time. I'd take an unlimited supply of cocktails, because why wouldn't you? And I'm going to step out there and say I'd take a satellite phone so I could ring in anything that I wanted or needed outside of that.
Hey, I'm stranded on this island. Can you please deliver me some Burger King?
Next time you fly over, can you just drop all of the things and I'll be happy?
Yeah.
Resourceful, if nothing else.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm disappointed you did not say shotgun. To be fair, I was expecting that.
Yeah, but I just don't know what good a shotgun would do me on a desert island.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah.
I would need all of the cleaning gear. It would just go rusty. I mean,
yeah.
Mind you, I could shoot fish with it.
Yeah.
I'd prefer a book and a cocktail.
Sounds like a way more fun
to
time.
be fair, if I really needed it, I could order it with my satellite phone.
This is true. This is true. You've taken care of it. Awesome. Yep. Well, thanks so much, Haylee. It's been lovely chatting with you and getting to know a little bit more about you and the quality team here at Edmund Army. Yeah, on behalf of me, our team, and our clients, thank you for everything you do. You're a really awesome part of the team.
No worries. Thank you so much for having me. It's great.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Haylee. Bye.
Bye.